Hello and welcome back to the video. In this video we're going to be doing the Rory news for this week, and I'm sorry if my voice does not sound 100%, but hopefully as the video goes on, because I filmed it over a week, that my voice will improve. So let's get on to the news. Starting things off this week, that we have easyJet who are looking at an order for, or looking at 3 manufacturers to supply them with an 100 aircraft order for either, we're guessing A220s definitely from Airbus, but we're not sure who the other 2 manufacturers are. But this is literally coming as deja vu for some people, as they literally ordered 30 Airbus A350-900s from Airbus, I'd say towards the end of April. So easyJet is very, very keen to expand beyond their A320 family aircraft. Now, this order would be to boost their regional network of aircraft, as we do know they also operate ATR 72 aircraft for their regional network, but this would be to expand on their regional network. And now moving on to Fly Dubai, who are entering a new era with, of course, the 787 Dreamliner, to start doing long-haul service just beyond Europe, India and the UAE and, of course, South Africa, to hopefully expand, let's say, China, Canada and America, South America, or places like this around the world to expand their route network. And the airline has shared what it wants to do in the long term with this. Now, Fly Dubai did order this airplane in the 2023 Dubai Air Show towards the end of last year, so now we're probably getting some more news regarding this. And this also marking the first order of wide-body aircraft for Fly Dubai. And some sources have suggested that their first couple of routes they plan to target is of London and Bangkok, as well as Australia also in the mix. So, using the range of the Dreamliner, we could pretty much see that this will be expanding their route network pretty significantly. And now moving on to Ryanair, and Ryanair in the last couple of days have announced that they will be leaving Bordeaux in France this come November. And the reason for this, even though it did say it is regretting having to leave Bordeaux, the reason why it is doing this is because the airline says that it cannot reach an agreement with the Bordeaux airport to negotiate a deal. And this base has been there for 5 years, so it's certainly not been a small base, and it's certainly not been a short time stay at Bordeaux. So it's a regret that Ryanair will be leaving, but if Ryanair can't seem to negotiate any plans to stay there, then what's the point of Ryanair staying there? And now moving on to one of the more well-known stories of this week, is that Singapore Airlines 777-300ER had to divert to Bangkok after some very severe turbulence, and sadly one man has died. It happened just off the coast of Bangkok, Thailand I think, and the aircraft had to divert. There was many injuries, of course, as I said, 1 death. So the aircraft still remains in Bangkok today, and I don't know when it will return to Singapore, but the aircraft has also, inside at least, experienced some major damage. The plane apparently dropped 6,000 feet in the span of about 3 minutes, I'm pretty sure it was, which is a pretty rapid descent from cruising at I think about 36,000 feet. So it's very sad to hear about this incident that has happened on board this Singapore Airlines flight, and Singapore Airlines have, of course, apologised and also said, I believe, of course, sent condolences over to the man who has sadly died on board. And now moving on to easyJet, and easyJet will be opening up their 11th base here in the UK, that being London Southend Airport. This comes after they announced they'll be flying out of here to summer destinations come next year. This being, I think, April 2025. They will fly to destinations like Antalya, Dalaman, Pisa, Marrakesh, Finda and Gran Canaria, just to name a few. But this does come to this is not like a fresh new base from an airport that you've likely never heard of before. London Southend Airport does already see service from Amsterdam, Palma, Alicante and Paris, I think, and again just to also name a few. So they are certainly not new players to the airport, but it definitely gives them more destinations and also more flights than just sometimes, when I look, just 2 a day. So it is definitely good news for Southend Airport, as even though it's an airline, not like a charter airline or any big major airline, after Air Italia, can't quite remember the name, did cancel their proposal to start a new route to somewhere in Italy. But I suppose that kind of makes up for that with their route to Pisa. And then moving on to the last topic of this video, that being that Qantas Airlines this week have also said that they will be retiring their 767-300 freighter. This does come at a sad time, as this now marks the end of 767 operations at Qantas after more than 40 years. Another reason for this is they're also retiring their 737 400s and 300s. This comes in as they're getting their Airbus A330 200 freighters and their Airbus A321 freighters. So this is the reason to why they're retiring the 767, and this marks the end of 767 operations at Qantas. And with this, I'd like to thank you very much for watching today's video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!